What's up there, friends and viewers? Dan Bay here, and today is Tuesday. I had a 3-day weekend, which means I pretty much took that entire 3-day weekend off from the gym, and we're going back at it now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's the idea. 4 days, 4 days of videos. So as you can see, my energy level is a little bit higher today. I slept in a little bit later, kind of got that rest that I needed over the 3-day weekend, really thought about what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go with this, and it's pretty much going to be the same format. I don't think I'm going to be changing anything too much. Maybe I'll have a creative shot here and there, but for the most part, I'm going to keep it simple, sustained, and pretty much no frills, no thrills. I think that's just the way that it works for me. I realized that with going to the gym, setting up a tripod, setting up the camera and everything like that, especially at a public gym by myself, is very taxing on me. And because of that, I want to make sure that I'm able to do this consistently, and because I need to do it consistently, I need to find a way that makes it worthwhile and that makes it easy for me to do. So that being said, that's kind of what I'm doing. This is a simple format. I come in, I don't need to set up any crazy shots, and I'm just filming, I'm just recording. And if sometimes I'm quiet, then sometimes I'm going to be quiet. And the moments where I am talking, well, then you'll catch that. But I think that for the most part, this is going to work. I'm hoping it's going to work because over the weekend, I really felt just like super bloated, super ugly, and super unfit. And I know that the gym is a part of my life, and I want to be fit, and I want to look good. So while I'm doing that, I really want to make sure that I'm tracking and recording that effort that I'm putting into it. And so this is just, again, at the end of the day, to hold me accountable and to take you all along for the ride. So it's like 11 a.m. right now. Again, a lot later than usual. Wanted just to kind of have a lazy day in, get it done, and then have things to do afterwards. So I think it's okay to take a small reprieve, if that makes sense, like a small break, even though I'm not. It's coming in a little bit later to make sure that I actually get to the gym and feel good while at the gym. Not sure what today's going to be, but we're going to try to do a chest day, try to hit it really good, solo chest, only chest, with maybe 2 or 3 exercises for the back to really round it all off. But for the most part, it's really just going to be a chest day. And we're going to keep to that strategy and keep to that programming for tomorrow's leg day or back day, depending on how it goes. But this week is supposed to be a leg day week, so we're going to be hitting the leg day twice. Otherwise, here's my daily update. I think that 3-day weekend was really nice. Had some friends over. I was able to have some good food over the weekend for Memorial Day, barbecue, things like that. So I'm pretty much fueled. I should be fueled. I should be rested, so there's no excuses there. I shouldn't be feeling weak. Came in, been taking this new regimen of vitamins and probiotics and fiber and all that good stuff just to really clean myself out, make myself in tip-top shape as much as possible so that I don't feel horrible. And so that being said, I'm going to do a little bit of light stretching, a little bit of dynamic stretching, and then head out into the gym floor. Start with hopefully a bench press. See how much I can push for that 225. I haven't done that 225 smooth in a while. I know I did it last week, but it was kind of messy and it was only for 2. Today we're going to see if there's any differences in strength, differences in endurance, and hit that, and maybe try to do possibly 3 sets of 2, as opposed to like the 2 sets of like 1.5 that I did last time. Alright, so not much else to say. As you can see, hopefully you can tell, I'm feeling, like I said, a little bit better and a little bit more composed. I think I am procrastinating on some life things, but I should be okay. And I think the gym is just a good way to motivate yourself and a good way to put yourself into gear, like getting that ball moving, because once you accomplish the gym, then you're hopefully not lazy, not tired after the gym, and you're wanting to accomplish other things. So that's that. All right, see you soon. So came in, warmed up, did a lot of warm up. So we're doing a lot of like dumbbell warm ups, band row runs, as you saw, and it's pretty good. Like my shoulders are kind of tired, which is like weird. Like they got sore really quickly, but maybe that's just like the warm up position. So I'm hoping that as I kind of push through and increase the weight, I'll get more used to it. So the first set that I did, I could barely do 10 consecutively. I did 5 and 5. But then the second set, I was able to crank out the 10 easily. Don't know if it's the tempo change or if it's just getting warmed up and used to it. So warming up is super crucial, and I need to understand that it just takes time, rest between sets and warming up, and making sure that I understand that like it's okay if the first 2 sets kind of suck, because I think you actually, as your muscle fibers are kind of getting warmed up and stretched out and all that good stuff, it gets better. So I think I'll hit another set of this, and then I'll move into plate 25, and then we'll hit the 2 plates for like the 4th or 5th set. I have a feeling these ones are going to be super messy. I did some warm up, some more warm up in between, like 3-pound dumbbell type of like rolling my shoulders, rolling my elbows and wrists and all that good stuff. But a little worried about this one. I think there's going to be a lot of momentum happening at the bottom, like it's still a push. So I might have to do half reps. We'll see. I'm going to try to go all the way down and then push from there. But not entirely enthused about this particularly, so we're still going to try and see what's up. Definitely have a point to prove, so let's go ahead and check that out. That felt a little messy. Definitely a lot of back arch, and I don't know. I think I could definitely do better. I think there's just a fear component to it. That's all that really matters, or that's all that like really is hindering me. I don't think it's necessarily a strength thing per se, but again, the first set's always the hardest one. We're gonna try to go for sets 5 and 6, 4, 2, or 3 clean, and that'll be the 225 for today.
actually let me get it in 3 there. Huh. That wasn't horrible. I think it's a lot of bounce though. Legs up? Let's see. Oh, nope. I definitely just failed. I think you saw that. That was kind of embarrassing. I shouldn't have put my feet up. I definitely needed the support of my legs to get that 225 down. I used to be able to do that, but it's been such a long time since I pushed these kind of numbers. Yeah, that was a mistake. So oopsies. But anyways, point being is we're gonna try to hit that 225 again and see what happens. But that reset was definitely painful. Definitely didn't have to do that to myself. So we'll see what's going on. Put the 225 back on, use the leg, press it with the legs, press it with the chest, and then from there, I'll be able to kind of just hit everything again, reset. Only have a plate on right now, but that extra plate on, and then it'll be super cool to be able to do 3 sets of 2 for the 225, and I think that's progress coming back at it, so not a problem, nothing to be ashamed of, and yeah. Unless I'm shot, which would suck. I don't think I am, but yeah, hopefully we don't have to reset on this. I didn't want to go all the way down. I didn't want to go all the way down. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Yeah, no. We're just gonna crank out 10s now, hey, and see if that works. And that'll be that for bench pressing today. And then we'll start moving into hopefully some cable machines and some accessory workout for the chest. Just trying to really feel it. I don't have to knurling on these ones. It's really far apart. Like, that's really far. That feels uneven. So I'm thinking about why I have lagging chest development, and I figured it might be possibly due to my anatomy, but then also realistically, I think I don't do enough incline or decline. I think all I've pretty much ever done was a flat bench, and so I think this will be the arc where I start doing more incline than I do regular, or maybe like a 1-to-1 ratio, if I can. But let's go ahead and try this out. I think a plate, I think 135 incline bench press is too much for me, realistically, because I think it's just so far behind. But I really want to build that chest and lower pec development, so if I want to do that, I need to start targeting it, because I think that flat only does so much. I'm not really sure what flat bench does for your chest. I think it just builds volume. I don't think it really builds structure. So, flat bench, there he goes. Not horrible. It just feels like I'm not controlling it. That's the only problem. stay. Cadence. Oh, my rear delts are tired. Yeah, so I think today is a much slower paced day. Like I came in late. I came in super late, did my warm-ups, did a little bit of steam room, but for the most part, such a slower paced day, taking my time to rest between sets, and I just caught another 135 incline with rest, and those 10 went like super easy, like it wasn't a problem at all. And so I think that's generally what I need to do, is slow it down, maybe do less exercises, but take this exercises to a higher level of quality. Slower tempo, slower cadence, but higher quality, right? So I think it's better to do a bunch of good ones as opposed to, or less of good ones. No, what am I saying? Better quality, less quantity is the point. So I think that's what I need to do. I'm trying to do that, and I think it's working. We'll see how I feel afterwards. I am getting a pretty good sweat on right now since these are compound movements, which I think I've been lacking anyways. These compound movements definitely are more beneficial to me personally, probably, than the bodybuilding, at least from what I just remember, like from my previous like years. I think that I looked best somehow when I was bulking. I had more muscle definition, whereas in this case, with the cutting, I feel like I'm losing both muscle definition and I'm getting fatter, like I'm getting skinny fat. So definitely super interesting and super odd that that's occurring and that's happening. It could be stress fat around the belly, but I definitely just feel like I'm getting smaller without the muscle definition, so that doesn't really make sense to me. Personally, not really happy with my physique right now, like I mentioned before. And so we're gonna like temper everything and change things up and make sure that I'm doing everything proper and right now again. Try to take it seriously again because I have this format and I need to, show myself that I'm actually doing the right things. Otherwise, when I look back at these things, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I wasn't doing anything right at all. All of this was just a waste of time, right? Yes, I'm burning some calories and yes, I'm building some strength, but it could have been more efficient. And I think that's what I need to remember, is that it could be more efficient, it could be better. And so I'm going to stick around here a little bit more, perchance, possibly not do as many accessories after this. Maybe do a couple of hammer strength machines, but maybe not do any free weight dumbbells or cables for that. Just kind of give these couple of few weeks, like this next week, this week, last week, a more compound movement based routine. And then from there, once we're seeing that improvement in physique because of that break or post break, then we'll start hitting it up as a bodybuilder again. But right now, I think I just gotta build that strength again, build that endurance, and build that anti-muscle fatigue essentially. So I think I got about 2 more sets of this for 135 at incline, and then after that, I think I'll be heading into the hammer strength if they're open. So feeling pretty good right now, pretty motivated, not too bad, and it's glad. I'm definitely welcoming this feeling of feeling better, feeling somewhat motivated and somewhat into this, and really trying to shoot content right now. Like there's moments where I was just resting and I'm like, dang, I could be shooting content or saying something, but there's just nothing to say. And so somewhat kind of where I'm at right now, where I'm just really focused on the routine and focused on the workout, which is nice, but definitely gotta have a pretty short video, I think, this time around, assuming I leave in the next hour or so, or less. So But yeah, let's go ahead and continue doing these inclines and work our way down from there. Okay. So I'm going to do underhand bar and overhand bar for reps. I'm going to do like half partials just to really stretch it out. Got the negative set right here. I think this is useful because I don't do enough incline anyway, so anything is better than nothing at this point. That's knurlings on this are weird too, like these double knurling right here. Usually it's like a middle one and then farther out, so I'll try this outer one. This is tiring. Gosh, jeez. Oh, I'm so sore. All right, so right now we're on the isolateral wide chest, and I'm doing 180 or technically 90 on each arm. This is definitely something that I need to do. I think I'm gonna try to do it at different lengths or different heights so that I can hit a wide kind of all around, because the way that your striations run, at least mine, they're not like straight, they kind of curve. And so that being said, having to hit this wide at different heights to kind of target like different striations around that, it's kind of like a soft diamond, I guess you could say, as opposed to a circle for me, or as opposed to like a rectangle. So gonna be here for a bit, try to do 4 sets of 12 different heights, so maybe 6 sets of 12 at different heights, like 2 sets here, 2 sets there, things like that. But this one feels pretty good. Jumped onto it at the 90 pounds per on each side, like perfectly fine. There was not a problem with it at all whatsoever. So I think I can run this for a bit right now, and I think I will, just because I know that it feels good, and if it feels good and I can feel the activation, then that's something I should keep kind of doing. So this is only technically the third exercise of the day, and I think it's already been maybe 45 minutes? I'm not sure. But like I think it's been about 45 minutes. I think I really want to do pec deck today too. I'm eyeing it right, and it seems like it's something that I should be doing once it's open. So I'm gonna try to hit all of these hammer strength machines, being kind of greedy today, taking my time, and then just kind of, feel it out, get that activation on, and see kind of what happens, through and through. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell with this one, but increase the height all the way up so that it's super low. Hopefully that'll hit my lower wide. Just by the looks of it, it feels kind of awkward, so we'll see. Like there's like barely any leverage to push, but maybe that's the point. Wide decline. Yeah. Okay. there's like no range of motion, but I do feel some fluttering like in my under booty. So I think I'm gonna kind of keep doing this. But like the range of motion is like 30 to 70. Very light, very, very light. Okay. Yeah, keep doing this then. For 12. Feels nice. I would like to have like that like distinct line from the side. I hate my profile from my face to my body. Like the profile that I have, my side view, just looks absolutely horrendous, and I hate the way that it looks. Even more so than my front. Ugh. Feels kind of like a dip. Yeah, it feels kind of dippy. It's like if I'm going like this. But I think it's working. I can feel it tensing up on the bottom, like definitely some tenseness happening. So, okay, not bad. I can skip decline, like laying down, and just focus on these. Okay. All right. And that was like what, 20-second rest? 30-second rest? Yeah, it take like a minute. It take like a minute rest. Come on. Seven. Come on. So it's getting sore somewhere. It's getting tired somewhere. That's why I can't do it. 8, 9. One more. Let's bring it all the way down. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't gonna do dumbbell, but everything else is kind of taken right now. So I think I'm just gonna hop onto the dumbbell, do some incline dumbbell, and work from there. So incline dumbbell, nothing too heavy, doing 45s. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be too heavy for me now too. Far too heavy for my shoulders and my joints right now, but we've done sufficient amount of exercises today that the weight shouldn't be a problem, realistically. So if it is, it's not concerning per se, but just like annoying. So we're gonna do the 45 and let's see how clean or dirty it is. That actually wasn't that bad. Not bad at all. I think I kind of enjoyed going deep into the pocket and then going back up all the way and touching actually for that small micro clench at the top and then kind of deep into the pocket for that extra stretch on the outside. I might be even able to go up to like 65 today if I wanted to. I don't think I need to. I think I want to rip out these 45s and then hopefully hit the pec deck. I really want to feel that squeeze. And from what I've heard, pec deck is like amazing for striations. So I'm gonna listen to that and see if it does, because I've never really pec decked that much prior before. But maybe this season around, lots of pec deck. Half partials, or rather, inclines, 45, as many as I can, hopefully 12, or 10 rather, into partials, for as many as I can. Oh, it's getting heavy. Yeah. Oh, that's hard. That's not easy. It's not. Chicken burrito also burning up. Uh, I hope these do something. It feels kind of silly doing them. Like I kind of feel it, but I kind of don't at the same time. So I'm like, okay. Okay. It's been a long time since I've done any type of cable work, so definitely interesting to use. I feel like I've taken such a long break from the gym, and it really hasn't been that long. Like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks max. Pushing like a big maybe for 3, but I feel like I'm literally just starting all over right now, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's this really half-assed cut that I'm doing right now that's just making me so weak. Like I'm pretty sure I'm eating much, much less than before, and I'm either eating at maintenance right now, or I feel like I'm eating way under, so it doesn't make any sense to me that I'm just not getting the results I want, or it's like a severe moment of body dysmorphia. So either way, I'm gonna hit this in a couple different ways because it feels pretty nice. Okay. Just hitting it on different types of angles right now since I can. I'm not that heavy on weight. I think like 40-ish. Can't tell, it's all rubbed off. Okay, break time. Overall, I'm pretty pleasantly surprised with today's workout. Have a pretty good sweat going on, pretty focused, even though my AirPods died. Ran out of battery, so I haven't been listening to music this entire time. But I'm still focused, still concentrating, still in it. Really just taking the joy and enjoying it right now. So happy to be able to do that, right? Kind of finding that fire again, hopefully. Hopefully this is not just a momentary blip into this. So really looking forward to having the rest of the week kind of like this, rest of the month, rest of the year, so on and so forth, with this like fever of wanting to get better, wanting to try. So like for the most part, can't complain right now. So it's a clear difference from last week in terms of mindset and mood. And so I want to see how long this can kind of carry on for, and if there's a reason why I'm feeling better. I wonder if it's the probiotics, because they're saying now, studies are saying that there's just a lot of research and studies that show like your microbiology, gut biome inside your stomach really plays a part into your mood. And so I'm pretty sure that this could potentially be it. And if that's the case, and this is the solution for the mood, it's just like eating healthier, facilitating and supplementing with probiotics and yogurt, then that's not a bad fix. I'll take it. This is actually difficult. I like it. I think I'm done for the day. I'm gonna see if the pec deck is open one more time or wait it out. And then I'm gonna hit that, and that'll be the last thing for today because it's kind of reaching a long time right now. So that's the problem with the breaks. I don't like how the long breaks in between sets just really just extend the amount of time you're at the gym by so much. Like about 1 to 2 minutes per set really adds up. You know what I mean? It's like you do 4 exercises, 4 sets each. It's at least 16 sets, minute or 2 in between each. That's up anyways for up to 15 to 32 minutes of rest. So I don't know. We'll see. Definitely a better workout, but maybe that has to do with the mood that I'm feeling too. Ooh. Okay. Kind of heavier than I expected. I think I'm just like super beat. I can feel the blood in it. Like it's definitely like, squishy with blood. So I think I got a pretty good chest workout today. Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. So finish the gym, always cleaning it up with some steam room at the end of the day. And I'd like to be able to incorporate more cardio, like steady state cardio, like the treadmill at least, into every workout, but that's like an extra 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm trying to figure out the timing right now because it seems like I'm not having enough time, like I'm spending too much time at the gym. So the question is, how do I compress it all into something that makes more sense for me? Like hour and a half, 2 hours max, which has everything into it. But right now it's just not doing that. Like I'm just taking, like I said, far too much time at the gym. And there's got to be a better alternative to that because I can't spend my entire day at the gym. Like I have things to do. And as much as I'd like to, and as much as that like fervor is coming back to me, I do feel like I'm wasting a lot of time just dilly-dallying kind of. I mean, I think like last week I had a lot of distracted rest, whereas this week, today specifically, I had a lot of just focused rest where I thoroughly was resting because I needed it, not so much resting because I was distracted or unmotivated. So I got a really good workout in, felt pretty good, took some pictures, and feel generally okay about today's workout. And so I want to make sure that I can kind of keep that ball rolling into the summer as things and events come up, and really try to hone in on if I can cut enough body fat percentage. I don't know how to do that. Like, it's supposed to be as simple as like losing the weight and being under calories, but it's clearly not working right now. So again, I don't know if I'm making an excuse, if this is like stress related fat on the lower belly or hormone related or something. But this is like super stubborn lower belly fat, and I think that's like the last key component to my physique for the most part, because everything else kind of would follow suit. So obviously I know you can't spot treat fat, so I'm not doing like ab workouts or anything like that. Like, I can push them out and make my core bigger through increasing the size of my ab muscles, but that's not the same thing, right? Like, I really want genuinely like a sub 12% body fat physique all around, but I'm not sure what I need to do. Perhaps I need to eat way more protein, because I think that while I lowered my caloric intake, I think I also lowered my protein intake, which all in all is not playing the right thing. Like, it's not doing the right thing. Like, I'm just getting skinny. Like I said, just getting skinny fat. I need to get buff and cut and lean. So way more protein. I think right now I'm doing like half of my body weight in protein, and you're supposed to do like 1.5. So that's that. Anyways, that's today's workout. Thanks so much for tuning in. There really wasn't any negative thoughts today, thankfully, other than like some slight body dysmorphia and like some slight hate on my own body. But realistically, I'll take today as a big win, and we're moving to, maybe a better positive mindset. So I'll catch y'all later. Have a good day, and if not today, then have a greater tomorrow.